All right, right now I'm going to take the opportunity to talk to you about the X-Acto blade. First, I want you to notice that I have a protective mat. It's thick and they're made specifically for using to cut to protect our tables. So make sure you have a mat down. X-Acto blade should always have the cover on them when you're moving about the room. Once you get to your seat and you're ready to use it, then you may take the lid off. X-Acto blades are very sharp and can injure you very easily. So we always want to be aware and self-conscious when we are using an X-Acto blade. Right now I'd like to talk to you about the scissors. The orange scissors is a fabric scissors. It is not meant to be used on cardboard. It'll ruin the scissors to use the orange scissors on cardboard. Please refrain from doing so. You'll notice a heavy-duty black scissors. It's heavier than the other scissors. It's thicker. You can tell the metal is stronger. That's going to be the best scissors to use for cardboard. However, I do have some smaller plastic scissors that could work as well. They're not going to cut as easily, but they might be better used for small areas. All right, so I'm going to take this opportunity to show you a couple of cardboard attachment techniques on the poster. So here we've got 2 slots and we're going to attach those slots together like so. Here's a tab. You'll notice a smaller indent. This smaller indent will match into this location and then it'll stop so it doesn't go in any deeper than I want it to. So that's how I could use a slot and tab construction. Flanges are just cutting up a certain amount all the way around if I'm going circular, or altering size if I want something to stand out or stand up. A wedge is very similar to the tab, except I'm keeping my strip the same thickness, so now I can slide my slot around inside of my strip. An L brace, I'm going to use 2 pieces of cardboard and a piece of tape. The secret to an L brace is making sure I want it to stop. I don't want it to flip all the way down. So making sure I put my tape on there nice and tight. And when I line this up or when I set it down, I'm going to set this on the table and this on the table also. So I'm not going to lift this bottom part up enough to go flat. I'm going to set them both on the table so it comes straight down and not all the way flat. And then our hole technique, you can use a variety of mediums. Here I have pipe cleaner, string, and wire, and a punch. Here I'm using a plastic needle as my punch, and I can stitch, right? Then I can open and close something. I can wrap, and I can tie. And you can get creative with other versions of a stitch, a wrap, or a tie, but stitching, wrapping, and tying are all methods of cardboard construction. Some of today is going to be a review, but we need this review because we need to make sure we're doing things correctly. So first of all, whenever I want to cut a line that is parallel, I need to measure it in 2 locations. So here I'm measuring 1 inch from the edge of my piece of paper or my piece of cardboard, and then I'm going to draw my line across. So now I have a 1 inch line that I've created, and I know it's 1 inch here, and I know it's 1 inch here because I measured in 2 locations that were a distance from each other to make sure that I have a parallel edge. The next thing I'm gonna tell you is, now that I'm ready to cut this line, I like to use a straight edge to help to guide my X-Acto blade. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay my straight edge down. Even though I've already measured it, I'm gonna keep my fingers behind it, behind that straight edge. And I'm going to use my X-Acto blade like a scissors, blade down, making sure to cut on top of the mat. I take my time, and I like to go through it a few times until I can easily lift up. All right, in just a minute, you're gonna get broken up into groups and you're going to get a cardboard challenge. I'm gonna give you the rules for that challenge right now. First of all, your cardboard sculpture must fit in the size-o-meter. Keep saying construction. You may not use anything other than cardboard for this challenge. You may use tape only to secure tabs. So again, I don't see any tape from the top, but I'm securing tabs from the bottom. I don't know what this challenge might have been, but if this was my challenge, I need to make sure that my sculpture fits flat and stands alone inside of the size-o-meter. The second the second requirement of this challenge is that I am going to tip it upside down and shake it vigorously, and it cannot fall apart or you are disqualified. Vigorously shake. I'm vigorously shaking. I'm trying to get it to fall apart. Good luck on your challenge.